Good afternoon. My name is Hetty Roessingh and I work in the Faculty of Education at the University of Calgary. This afternoon we're offering a mini module on curriculum design, a balanced approach. For those students of curriculum, we know that your underlying thinking or philosophy of how students learn has a lot to do with the shape of the curriculum that you will be implementing or designing as part of your instructional plan in the classroom. So what we want to explore very, very briefly is the idea of a balanced approach, but we want to look at ideas from the left, those that are aligned with critical theory, ideas from the middle, cognitivism, and ideas that are rooted in the right, those things that we usually align with behaviorism. So let's look really quickly at behaviorism. Behaviorism is an expedited theory of learning, very much aligned with the thinking of Skinner. Skinner believed in having distinct learning objectives, that behavior could be shaped with the kinds of things that rewards and encouragement and so on could start to move behavior into a specific direction that was predetermined by the design or the teacher. On the other hand, we have critical theory, which is a far more open-ended approach. It's an emergent approach that is very, very learner-centered. It's all about the journey, whereas behaviorism is much more about the outcomes, the destinations. We're interested in talking a little bit about this mid-zone, staking out the curricular or the ideological mid-zone that aligns itself with cognitivism. People who are aligned in this position would be people such as Piaget and Vygotsky, people in the area of communicative language teaching, who very much believe in the idea of the authentic curriculum, real language for a real purpose, for a real reason, and the importance of good task design, scaffolds, structures. Those are ideas that come from Vygotsky that have to do with providing enough of a structure and a scaffold to make sure that we start to move in the direction of where we want to make our students head toward, but without being so confining that there isn't the open-endedness of some inquiry, some discovery, some experimentation and risk-taking with language that makes it fun along the way. So in this mid-zone, both the journey and the destination have equal value. This becomes an important idea. For those people who have taken the little questionnaire that we've talked about that looks at your thinking along, that is aligned along these three dimensions, many people discovered that they were spread out among or across all three of these broad areas. Basically, commenting again and again that a lot of your thinking has to do with knowing the learner and the context in which you are teaching. So a very important idea that emerges from what we are talking about here has to do with situated context. We need to know the purposes for which your students are learning language, and clearly if they are link learners, or say that you have a group of refugee women who are meeting in a church basement because they really want to start to learn how to communicate with the school and the community and so on, that this kind of a curriculum would be better suited. On the other hand, if you have a class full of students who are preparing for the TOEFL exam, for example, lots of them are going to want to have a direct plan. So we are thinking about rising above any of these three areas, the idea of principled eclecticism, that we want smart decisions that are taken from across the ideological spectrum that keep the learner firmly in mind. Thank you very much.